Welcome back, students, for today's session. As promised yesterday, I told you all that we are going to begin with practice set 1.2. But before we begin with the exercise, let us recall the theorems and the properties which we are going to utilize to solve this exercise. The first theorem, the basic proportionality theorem. It states that if a line parallel to a side of a triangle intersects the remaining sides in two distinct points, then the line divides the sides in the same proportion. So in triangle ABC, we have segment PQ parallel to segment AC. So we get the ratio of the sides as AP upon PB is equal to CQ upon QB. Then we saw the converse of basic proportionality theorem, which states if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. So for triangle PQR, we have ratio of the sides of the triangle as PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR. Then we have segment ST parallel to QR. We then studied the property of the bisector of an angle of a triangle, which states the bisector of an angle of a triangle divides the side opposite to the angle in the ratio of the remaining sides. So for triangle ABC, we have BD as a bisector of angle ABC. So we get the ratio of the sides as AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. We even saw the converse of angle bisector theorem, which states if a point is in the interior of an angle and equidistant from the sides, then it lies on the bisector of the angle. For this, if we prove the ratio of AB upon AC is equal to BD upon DC, then we can say AD is a bisector of angle BAC. Then we studied the property of three parallel lines and their transversal. It states the ratio of the intercepts made on a transversal by three parallel lines is equal to the ratio of the corresponding intercepts made on any other transversal by the same parallel lines. For this, we had line AX parallel to line BY parallel to line CZ, where line L and M are the transversal. Then we get the ratio of the intercepts as AB upon BC is equal to XY upon YZ. Thus, recalling this property, let us begin with our exercise. That is practice set 1.2. So the first question states that given below are some triangles and lengths of line segment. Identify in which figure ray PM is a bisector of angle QPR. So we have here three figures, that is three different sums. Let us begin with the first sum. Here in triangle QPR, we have the ratio of the sides mentioned. Let us begin with the sum. Let us take the ratio of the side PQ upon PR. PQ is 7, PR is 3. So the ratio is 7 upon 3 and we name it as 0.1. Now let us take the ratio of QM upon MR. So it is 3.5 upon 1.5. To remove the point, we multiply the numerator and denominator by 10. So it will be 35 upon 15. 35 upon 15 is divisible by 5 stable. So let us reduce it by dividing the numerator and denominator by 5. So 35 divided by 5, the answer is 7. 15 divided by 5, the answer is 3. So from point 1 and 2, we get the ratio PQ is equal to ratio QM upon MR. Thus, by converse of angle bisector theorem, we can say ray PM is a bisector of angle QPR. The next sum, again we have the same triangle PQR and PM is a bisector. Now measurements of the ratios of the sides are changed. Let's see how we are going to solve the sum. We have PR as 7 and PQ as 10. So ratio of PR upon PQ is 7 upon 10. It cannot be reduced further, so we just simply name it as 0.1. Now let us take the ratio of RM upon MQ. It is 6 upon 8. Divide the numerator and denominator by 2 because both the numbers are divisible by 2. So 6 divided by 2, the answer is 3. 8 divided by 2, the answer is 4. Now observe point 1 and 2. Are the ratios same? No. The ratios are not same. So we'll write PR upon PQ is not equal to RM upon MQ. Therefore, we can state ray PM is not the bisector of angle RPQ. Now the third sum, again here you all can see they have changed the measurements of the ratio of the sides. So let's start with the ratio. First we'll take PQ ratio. First we'll start with ratio of PQ upon PR. So the ratio is 9 upon 10. It cannot be reduced further, so we name it as 0.1. Next is QM upon MR. QM is 3.6 and MR is 4. To remove the decimal in the numerator, we'll multiply it by 10. As you're multiplying it by 10 in the numerator, 10 is also multiplied in the denominator. So the numerator is 36 and the denominator is 40. Both the numbers are divisible by 4 stable, so we'll divide the numerator and denominator by 4. 36 divided by 4, the answer is 9. 40 divided by 4, the answer is 10. Now observe point 1 and 2. We get both the ratios PQ upon PR and QM upon MR is equal to 9 upon 10. Therefore, we can conclude that by converse of angle bisector theorem, ray PM bisects angle QPR. Now let's begin with the second sum. Our second sum is we have triangle P, Q and R where PM is equal to 15. Distance PQ is given as 25. Distance PR is given as 20. NR is equal to 8. We have to state whether line NM is parallel to RQ. So we have to prove a line parallel to a given side. So can you recall which theorem we can utilize? Yes, you all are correct. We are going to utilize the theorem of converse of BPT. Now let's see how we are going to solve it. Solution. First we'll write down whatever is given. So PM is equal to 15, PQ is equal to 25, PR is equal to 20, NR is equal to 8. Now as shown in the figure, distance PQ is equal to PM plus MQ by using the property of betweenness, that is the point P dash M dash Q. Substitute the values known to us. PM is 15, MQ is the unknown value, PQ is 25. To find MQ, we'll write down 25. 15 goes on the other side, we get it as minus 15 because positive will turn into negative. So 25 minus 15, the answer is 10. Same thing we are going to apply on the other side, that is PR. PR is equal to PN plus NR. Property of betweenness, that is P dash N dash R. Substitute the values. PN plus 8 for NR is equal to 20. Plus 8 jumps on the other side, it will become minus 8. So PN is equal to 20 minus 8. PN is equal to 12. Now, since we know the values of the ratio of the sides, let us find out the ratios which are present on either side of the triangle. Let's start with PN upon NR. PN is 12 and NR is 8. Both the numbers are divisible by 4's table. So 12 divided by 4, the answer is 3. 8 divided by 4, the answer is 2. Now, ratio of PM upon MQ, which is 15 upon 10. Here we can see both the numbers are divisible by 5. So we divide the numerator and denominator by 5. 15 divided by 5, the answer is 3. 10 divided by 5, the answer is 2. From point 1 and 2, we get the ratio of PN upon NR is equal to PM upon MQ. Therefore, we can conclude that by converse of basic proportionality theorem, line NM is parallel to side RQ. Children, you all can pause my video and write down the steps in your notebook. Now, sum number 3. We have triangle. In triangle MNP, we have NQ, this is your N. NQ is the bisector of angle N. This is your angle N, and NQ is the bisector. We have MN is equal to 5, MQ as 2.5, PN is given as 7. We are supposed to find what is QP. Since we have an angle bisector, we are going to use the theorem of angle bisector of a triangle. So in triangle MNP, we'll write down NQ is a bisector of angle MNP. So let us take the ratio of the sides. MN upon NP. Can you all see this? NM upon NP is equal to MQ upon QP. Substitute the values. MN value is 5. NP value is 7. MQ value is 2.5. QP is the value to be found out. Cross multiply. So numerator will be 7 into 2.5 divided by 5. Here we can divide 2.5 and 5. It will be 5 1s are 5, 5 5s are 25. But since it is a point, we'll write it as 0.5. So 7 into 0.5, the answer is 3.5. Therefore, we get the value of QP as 3.5 units. Now sum 4. Measures of some angles in the figure are given. We have to prove the ratio AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. What we know is In triangle ABC, we can say PQ is parallel to line BC. Reason is angle APQ is equal to 60 degrees, that is angle P is 60, and angle PBC is again 60 degrees, that we have written as angle B. Both these angles are equal as well as corresponding angles. So we can write angle P is congruent to angle B. Since they are corresponding angles, we can state line PQ is parallel to BC. Since we get PQ parallel to BC, if you remember the basic proportionality theorem, we are going to apply it. Since the sides are parallel, that is PQ is parallel to BC, we can say AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Reason is basic proportionality theorem. Hence, we have proved the ratio of AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Children, today's class we solved the first 4 sums of practice set 1.2. Your homework is to solve those sums, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4 in your homework book again. We'll continue the exercise in tomorrow's session. Thank you.